Hello. In today's module, we will be talking about departmentation. So let's first understand what exactly is departmentation. Departmentation is nothing but dividing work on the basis of specialization. It means dividing larger organization into smaller units. Now, terms used to denote departments can vary from organization to organization. For example, in a business organization, they are called division, departments, or sections. Whereas in government organizations, they can be called as a branch, a department, bureau, or section. And in case of military organization, they can be called as battalion, group, or a company. So departments vary from organization to organization. Now, what are the different bases of departmentation? How can we create departments in an organization? It can be created on the basis of function, on the basis of product, on the basis of territory, process, customer, and time. Now, three of these bases of departmentation are internal to the organization, while three are external to the organization. So, internal operation oriented bases are function, process, and time. And external operation oriented bases are product, territory, and customer. So, in the case of the external operation oriented basis, the organization is dealing with the external part, that is the product or the territory or the customer. Whereas in case of internal operation, they are dealing with the internal part of the organization, which is a function of the organization, the processes performed in the organization, or the time and shifts of the organization. So let us understand all these six different bases of departmentation in a little detail, along with its merits and demerits. The first one is the functional departmentation. Now, functional departmentation is the simplest and most prevalent basis of departmentation. This type of departmentation can be mostly found in every type of business organization. Here, all the functions of similar nature are divided into different units, which are known as departments. For example, in this case, in this hierarchy of an organization, we can see at the top we have board of directors, then we have the managing director, and the managing director has divided the work of the organization into different departments or the functions which are personal department, finance department, production department, and marketing department. So the function of the personal department or the HR department is to handle the employees and their queries in the organization. The functional department or the finance department basically deals with the financial of the organization. The production department deals with the production of the products in the organization, and the marketing department handles the marketing, advertising, and promotion of the products in the organization. So, according to their function, they have divided the organization. Now, what are the merits of functional departmentation? Functional departmentation is basically logical and it is a time tested method. Here, you can use your manpower to the full capacity. Also, it is suitable and very convenient to use it in any type of organization. It also facilitates intra-departmental coordination and it facilitates performance appraisal and control of the different departments. But there are the demerits of the functional departmentation. First, the decision making process is a little delayed. Why? Because let's say if the finance department would like to reserve its resources for later use, whereas the marketing department would like to use the resources of the organization to the full capacity. So they might have conflicts between different functional departments. It may not be suitable where the area covered by business activity is very wide, and conflicts between departments are possible as discussed earlier. Now, let's see the second type of departmentation, which is known as product-wise departmentation. Now, product-wise departmentation involves grouping together all the activities necessary to manufacture a product or a product line. So, wherever a product line is involved in the organization, that is, companies manufacturing different types of products, in that case, we can use product-wise departmentation. For example, we can have a look in this picture. First of all, at the top, we have board of directors. Then we have the managing director. The managing director has divided the work of the organization into functional departmentation, which is finance, production, and marketing. Now, the production department has again done departmentation on the basis of product. That is, maybe it is producing, for example, an organization like Tata. Tata is manufacturing different types of vehicles. It is manufacturing jeeps, trucks, buses, and three-wheelers. So what they have done in the production department, they have divided the organization into different departments. That is, we have a manager for jeeps, We have a manager who's taking care of the trucks business, another manager taking care of the buses, and another manager taking care of the three wheelers. So that way they have divided the work in different product lines. Now, what are the merits of the product wise departmentation? It will motivate the departmental manager to take more initiative for raising efficiency and productivity of their particular department. So, the manager of the Jeep department, he will try to make to be more productive and more efficient towards its department. And also, we can compare different departments. In case of functional department, we cannot compare a finance department with a marketing department. The comparison is not possible. But here in product wise departmentation, we can definitely compare, let's say, a Jeep department, how is it performing with compared to in comparison to the let's say buses department, how is that performing. Management, they can also make investment in profit making departments and can close loss making departments. For example, if Tata is manufacturing buses and if that particular department is performing well in comparison to the Jeep department, then they can close the Jeep department and they can add more resources to the buses department. So they can make more investments. That is a merit. And it also facilitates growth and diversification of different products because here the focus is on product. But it also has demerits. What are its demerits? It is definitely costly as service functions are duplicated for every type of product. We are again having functional departments, so the work is basically getting duplicated. And so it is not suitable for small and medium sized enterprises which are manufacturing only one type of product. It is also difficult for top management to have effective control. Now let's look at the third type of departmentation, which is territorial or geographical departmentation. As the name suggests, geographical, so we are dividing the organization on the basis of the different geographies or the different territories in which it is performing its work. So grouping of activities by area or by territory. It is mostly common in enterprises which are operating in various geographic areas. For example, McDonald's. McDonald's is operating in India, in US, in different countries. So that can have a territorial departmentation. Also, different types of banks or insurance companies, they are working in different types of territories. So organizations involved in banking, insurance, transportation, they can have territorial or geographical departmentation. So here the managing director, he has divided his work in different types of geographies, that is overseas division, western zone, northern zone, eastern zone and southern zone. So that way he has done departmentation. What are the merits of territorial departmentation? It motivates regional heads to achieve higher performance. So every regional head, let's say a northern zone, he will focus on his zone. That zone should perform well. For example, and the southern zone, he will try to make his zone the higher performance zone. So everybody is motivated. And you can also adapt to the local condition. The northern zone, they can adapt to the people or the customers of the northern zone. The southern zone, they can have different needs and they can adapt to their local condition. So it helps in the expansion of business in various regions. These are the merits. Now, what are the demerits? Duplication of activities. Again, you are duplicating all the activities according to different zones. Each regional unit may give higher importance to its unit and neglect the overall interest in the organization. So it is very important to keep reminding different regional heads to take care of the overall interest of the organization and not just their region. It may also lead to conflicts between different regional managers, and control of different branches from the head office becomes difficult in case of territorial departmentation. Now let's have a look at the fourth type of departmentation, which is known as process-wise departmentation. Here, the process involved in production or various equipments used are taken into consideration. Basic aim of process departmentation is to achieve economic benefit. So example here, again the hierarchy is there and the general manager, let's say if it is a cloth manufacturing firm, so they have divided the work into different processes. So we can have a processing department, we can have spinning, weaving, dyeing, bleaching and printing. So all these different departments have been divided on the basis of the process that they are performing. What are the merits again in this case? Here we have, because the process is there, so it will help in getting specialization. And since there is specialization, we can appoint expert at each stage. Then we can also use costly equipments because we have experts for each process, so we can afford costly equipments. We can also provide economical repairs and maintenance because all the similar machines of different processes are there put together. Suitable for organization which are manufacturing products because it requires a number of stages. So where there is process involved in manufacturing, that kind of organization can have process-wise departmentation. What are its demerits? It is difficult to compare performance of different departments because their nature of work differs. You cannot compare one performance, let's say the weaving department, you cannot compare their performance with the dyeing department. Then there is problem in coordinating processes between different departments. There may also be conflicts which may arise among the managers of different processes. And it is unsuitable where manufacturing activity does not involve distinct processes. The fifth type of departmentation is known as customer-wise departmentation. Here, as the name suggests, it involves departmentation around marketing channels, helps in giving greater focus to its customer. So, for example, we see the hierarchy here. The general manager has divided the organization into the functional departmentation, that is finance, production, marketing, and personnel. And the marketing department has again done departmentation on the basis of its customers. It can have foreign buyers, it can have dealers or retailers, manufacturers, defense department, public undertakings. So they can have different types of customers, and on that basis, they have created different departments. What are the merits of customer-wise departmentation? It ensures that full attention is given to each type of customer. We are not neglecting any type of customer. It is also possible to know the likes and dislikes of every type of customer because of customer-wise departmentation. It helps the organization to earn higher goodwill through better service, but there are demerits also. It may result in underutilization of resources. It may create duplication of facilities and may face heavy overheads because of every customer needs you are trying to achieve, and may give special treatment to certain class of customers, and you may neglect other types of customers. The last type of departmentation is known as time-wise departmentation. In some organizations where work is performed through day and night, the work is divided into different shifts. So if you have a 24-hour working in an organization, we can divide it into 3 shifts, that is of 8 hours each. So thus when organization works in 3 shifts, 3 departments exist. So we can have hospitals, police stations, fire brigade, which works round the clock, and they can divide their work on the basis of day shift, evening shift, and night shift. That kind of departmentation can also be done. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.